Whitney Knight biographical speech. You have the ability to choose which way you want to go. You have to believe great things are going to happen in your life. Do everything you can. Prepare, pray, and achieve to make it happen. Ben Carson quoted this. I chose Ben Carson because of his inspiring story, and it encouraged me to do great things as well. The transition from Carson's challenging childhood to pursuing a medical degree in neurology and later holding a place in the Senate inspires people of all kinds to persevere and chase after one's dreams. Although his career led him to unimaginable places, we first have to understand where he started from. Carson was born in Detroit, Michigan on September 18, 1951, and lived there for most of his life. Though he was poor, his mother did not complain. She carried a heavy burden of providing for Ben and his older brother Curtis, while encouraging them to seek God and study hard. Growing up, he attended a Seventh-day Adventist church. One Sunday, he was inspired by a story told by the pastor about a missionary doctor seeking refuge. From this story, he knew he wanted to save lives in a medical career. His mother encouraged him that if he wanted to be a doctor, the Lord would make it happen. But he believed that he was the worst kid at Higgins Elementary School. Because he was poor, he accepted the idea his classmates pushed on him, that black kids were just not as smart as white ones. He made zeros on every assignment, but his grades did improve when the school provided glasses for him. Though his grades improved, his mother pushed him to learn even more by shutting off the TV and making he and his brother go to the library. He loved science books, and because he loved reading about nature and animals, his vocabulary and his reading comprehension improved. He was thankful that his mother never taught him to get caught up in racial prejudice. At one moment, he won an award at an almost all-white school, and the teacher scolded the white kids for letting him win and not trying hard enough. He got into one or two fights, but overall he was a good kid. One day, he let his anger take over, and he attempted to stab his best friend, but the knife hit the belt buckle, and his friend was fine. Because his mom taught him to pray, he asked God for forgiveness and moved on. He joined the ROTC program in 10th grade, and this program helped him to grow. He was offered a full scholarship to West Point, but he denied it because he did not want to go into a military medical career. After his childhood, his education led him to unimaginable places in the medical field. Yale University offered Carson a 90% scholarship. Once he got there, Carson learned that college was not like high school, and he struggled financially. During summer, he took different jobs such as a Ford Motor Company and working for a highway crew. And his book, his autobiography, Gifted Hands, tells different stories of those employments. His third year of college, he met his wife, Candy Rustin. Then he graduated Yale in 1973 and attended University of Michigan Medical School. He asked himself, am I getting into a new realm of things that others have not yet discovered? He married Candy Rustin on July 6, 1975. Then he was accepted into an internship at John Hopkins Hospital for a neurosurgery program. After settling a racial issue, he went to Australia with his wife for 1 year. He performed one successful hemispherectomy, but the second one did not succeed, and he had to overcome the pain from that failure. A couple from Germany then brought baby twins to America that were joined in the back of the head. After 5 months of preparation and training, the surgery started on September 5th, 1987. This was the first ever successful surgery on craniopicus twins. He also performed the first successful surgery on type 2 craniopicus twins from South Africa. After this medical career, he became a professor at Johns Hopkins Hospital School of Medicine. Then he retired on June 3rd, 2013. After a full successful career in the medical field, Carson moved on to a higher position in the United States. The Ballotpedia recognized him as one of the 89 living legends by Library of Congress. He won the Spingarn Medal, which is one of the highest awards of the NAACP, He won many other awards, but he was also recognized by George W. Bush in 2004 to serve on the President's Council of Bioethics. He also had 70 doctorate degrees. He served as the U.S. Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. Carson ran for president in 2016 with Republican and conservative values. He quotes, "Economics is not brain surgery. We should be concerned not only about the health of our individual patients, but also the health of our entire society." At the beginning of his life, Carson was encouraged by his mother to pursue his education despite the challenging circumstances. Later on, after medical school, he and his wife Candy had many great accomplishments in the medical field. Currently, he holds a respectable position in the government with honest morals and wisdom from previous years. CNN calls his story the tale of two Carsons. In conclusion, Ben Carson has undoubtedly persevered, and accomplished God's plan through his entire life.